All right, CrossFit Strongsville Nation. I'm here to talk about the upcoming Community Challenge WOD on October 22nd on that Saturday. We're aiming to start at about noon for the first couple heats. And of course, as you know, there's going to be teams of 4 completing essentially a pump and run style challenge with a pretty fun CrossFit twist. So just to kind of demonstrate a little bit what we're looking for and also depict how we're going to do the scoring, I wanted to share this video with you. So first and foremost, you have teams of 4, right? So there's 4 different pump movements, okay? And that is a shoulder to overhead, a front squat, a clean, and a deadlift. You're going to assign one team member to each of these movements, okay? So when you're doing the shoulder to overhead, that's the only movement you're doing for this challenge, okay? So I'm going to break down some of the movements we're looking for with each of these, but it's very important that you understand one athlete is going to do one movement each. And what we're going to do is have a 2-minute clock for each of those movements, and one athlete will be going at a time. So when that clock starts, you have 2 minutes to complete as many reps of that movement at whatever weight you choose as possible. And of course, we're only going to count good reps, which I'll show. So in that 2 minutes, if I do 10 shoulder to overheads at 100 pounds, I will then get a score based on that, okay? And what's going to happen is we're going to collect all of that weight lifted times the reps and come up with a total amount of pounds lifted by the team. And then that's going to be factored into your score once we go into the rower and run part, okay? So here's the deal. For the shoulder to overhead, that could be any form of movement from the shoulder position to the overhead position. And notice shoulder overhead is going to be the first one, no matter what, for your team to go. So we're going to go in order of shoulder to overhead, into the front squat, into the power clean, into the deadlift, okay? For the shoulder to overhead, we're looking for you to go from the rack position, and that could be a strict press, again, fully locked out, etc., to a push press, to any form of a jerk, be it push or split. All right? Again, bar just has to travel from shoulder to overhead, extended position, whole body in one line kind of thing, okay? Your front squats, of course, it's sitting on the shoulders, elbows nice and high, and we're looking for primarily depth, that you accomplish this by getting your hip crease below your knees, okay? So again, from the rack position, you're going to step out and just proceed getting as many front squats as you can. So that's a good rep. I'm below parallel. This is not a good rep, right? You guys know what they look like. So we'll progress from there. After that, clean. Could be a power clean, could be a squat clean. No matter what, it's from the floor to a control position at the shoulder. So if it's power clean, obviously you're not squatting. You're just catching nice control position at top. If it's a squat clean, acceptable as well, as long as you finish standing at the top, okay? So this could even be deadlift into a hang, into a power, or any variation there. Again, the rep counts starting from the floor to the control position at top for the shoulders. And last but not least, deadlift. We're looking for anything. This is okay to change your grip, your stance, whatever you need to do, but you're going to be pressing through the floor, standing up tall, and then back down, okay? So it doesn't have to go anywhere beyond that. So, already out of breath. So what's going to happen, again, each athlete will have 2 minutes to complete their movement, okay? There's going to be a 2-minute transition from movement to movement. So after I've just finished my shoulders to overhead, my partner, who's coming in next for the front squats, will come in and will adjust whatever weights are necessary during that 2-minute transition. Important note, the weight you choose is the weight you're lifting, okay, period. Again, it could be any weight. It could be 100 pounds, 200 pounds, I don't care what it is, but that's the only weight you're doing once that 2-minute timer starts for you, okay? And you're just getting as many reps as you possibly can. So, Again, to show you, shoulder to overhead, as many reps as possible in 2 minutes at whatever weight you choose. So maybe you do 10 reps at 100 pounds. Tag my partner in during that 2-minute transition. We adjust their weights, etc. Same deal. They get 10 reps at 150, kind of thing. Then we tag the next partner in for the cleans. They accomplish a mixture of power cleans, squat cleans, whatever. But same deal. They get 10 reps at 200 in that 2 minutes. Then we tag that last partner in after transitioning and adding weight. And again, they get 10 reps at, let's just say 300. All right? So you've got some scores here. 1,000, 1,500, 2,000, and 3,000. Because again, it's reps times weight, right? So our total score here is 7,500 pounds lifted by the team during their AMRAPs, okay? So that's, I'll try to write that right here so I remember. Right down here, 7,500. We're obviously going to have scorecards for every team as they go. After that time is up, we'll transition, give some time to rest to get you set up for the rowing and run combination. So we're accomplishing a 5K, so 5,000 total meters, split between 6 rounds of 400 reps, or 400 meters for the row, and 6 rounds of 400 meters for the run. All right? And it's purposely split up that way because what's going to occur is you're only going to choose one athlete to do each of those sets. Okay? So if I'm the first athlete to go, I'm going to do 400 meters for the row, and then I'll transition, if I choose, with my teammates to the next athlete doing the next round of 400 meters. But there's a trick. There's 5 burpees during each transition for the entire team. Okay, so the entire team is still involved even when they're not rowing or running. So again, in that same example, I just did a 400 meter row. I'm tapping out. I'm going to switch with my partners, and I'm going to do a 5 burpee with the rest of them. They don't have to be in sync, but my partner cannot start the next row until the entire team has completed the burpees. Okay? Now, I could choose to stay on the rower a second round, maybe even a third round, but I still have to hop off to do the 5 burpees as part of the transition with the team, okay? So no matter what, after every 400 meters, be it rowing or running, all the team members are doing 5 burpees, okay? So we're going to get a total time on that one. Let's say that took us to, 30 minutes. So it took us 30 minutes to accomplish all of the rowing and running. And obviously the running will be taking place in the parking lot. We're then going to have some fun with math, okay? So our power rating is going to be, for every 500 pounds lifted, it equals 30 seconds of deducted time. Okay? So, in that example I gave earlier, we lifted 7,500 pounds as a team, okay? So, essentially that means we're going to be taking off 7.5 minutes from our total time here, which puts us happy at 22 minutes and 30 seconds. And that is our final score for the challenge as a team, okay? So again, to reiterate, each team member only gets one movement, all right? So it's strategic here. Who are you going to put into the best position to lift the most amount of weight pertinent to their strengths, okay? I'm not as good at shoulder presses as I am at deadlifts, so maybe I'm going to vie for the deadlifts with my team. All right, you're going to get 2 minutes to accomplish as many reps at whatever weight you choose. So it doesn't matter if it's just a bar or if it's loaded up to the gills with as much weight as possible. As long as you're accomplishing the reps correctly, we're giving you a score based on that rep count times your weight count. Okay, we're going to collect those numbers for your team, and then you guys will initiate the rowing portion and the running portion with 400 meters. Every time transitioning with 5 burpees, okay? Again, you choose what athletes do what. So if there's somebody on your team who cannot or will not run, that would be me, you can choose to have them primarily do the rowing because maybe they're stronger there anyway. But regardless, every 400 meters, everyone is doing 5 burpees during a transition, even if the athlete chooses to stay on, okay? So there's a lot of strategic elements to put into play here, but primarily I'm all about this event being fun and giving an opportunity for you to just basically lift a little bit of weight, get a little bit of a sweat, and just enjoy the best part about who we are, which is, of course, this community. It is open to CrossFit Strongsville members only, of course, and the coaches and maybe even significant others. And we are looking for the reps to be good quality, of course, where you're actually accomplishing the demands of the movement, squat depth, full extension, etc. And ideally good form, as always. We want to keep you guys safe, okay? But that, you can still get a rep, even if it's not with the best of form, as long as you've hit those certain points. For your team, I'm just going to show you. We're going to have a total of 2 pairs each of the 45s. So this kind of setup. A pair each of the 35s. A pair each of the 25s. 2 pairs of the 15s. 3 pairs of the 10s. And 2 pairs of the 5s. Okay? And of course, every movement needs to be clipped with the barbell for safety, and you will have access to a 45-pound bar, a 33-pound bar, and a 15-pound bar for your team, okay? So I hope everything makes sense. I hope you know, too, that I'm really excited about this event. Let's try to sign everybody up, get everybody set early next week so we know what kind of teams we're looking at. Every participant's going to get a pair of the new crew socks that we ordered with our logos on. They look really sweet. It's only $25 for the entry, and I'm going to have some prizes and other cool stuff available for you guys. And there are, of course, as you saw, 4 divisions. So your team can be comprised of 4 men, 4 women, co-ed, which is 2 male, 2 female, or even family. So as long as there's 1 adult, they could have 3 kids, as long as the kids, of course, are comfortable and safe with the movements that I've described here, okay? But everyone's still doing the same workout. Again, choosing the weights and the proper stimulus for you as best you can, okay? So I hope everyone can do this. I'm really excited about it. We'll hang out afterwards at Johnny J's on the patio and have some good time, okay? Thanks, guys, and let me know if you have questions. Shoot me emails, david@crossfitstrongsville.com. See you there.